Will's a good kid, you know, working class, good kid. He's just got he's an athlete. He just got a scholarship to Hopkins for when we find him for lacrosse. But he quickly finds himself in a predicament with his best friend that he grew up with in the pilot.
Warrant for your arrest, son. Vehicular manslaughter.
Manslaughter? They released the driver today.
He died this morning, internal bleeding. Docs must have missed it.
I think you sort of fall in love with these characters. But then it's also a murder mystery, which is sort of it's really intriguing to me because you have this sweet, genuine coming-of-age story, but interlaced, you realize, jumping forward to 2005, that one of them presumably killed one of the other ones.
Will is amazing because he's equally as intense as he is playful.
Why are you doing this to me? I should be having the best summer of my life right now. Meeting a girl right into my new roommates, not dealing with this.
I feel terrible about this too, man. You know that. You know how hard it was for me to even ask.
But you didn't ask. You had your father do that part. It must be nice having Daddy to bail you out all the time. Too bad my dad can't do the same for me. He's too busy trimming hedges in front of the wall mouse.
He's got this sort of duality about him, which is pretty amazing to work with and to be around. He's just, you know, he's multifaceted, definitely.
Will is he's totally the coolest. Me, actually, and him and Sean, but I'll get to Sean in a second. We're just all really good buddies, and we hang out all the time outside of the show and stuff. But Will is fantastic. He's a fantastic actor, and he's definitely been working for a while, and I mean, he's just brilliant.
Yeah, Will actually, he came in this morning and brought us these little books from like, mine was 1987, and I think Alex got like 1988, and it has like all these cool things about that year, and it's, you know, sort of, Will looks out for all of us, you know.
And to Will, my oldest friend, which means he's had to put up with me a little longer.
He is the nice guy. He's a really nice guy. He's a sweetheart. He's a softie. He's kind of quiet. He's a little bit, as far as I've seen, he's a little bit more to himself and whatnot, but just a total genuine person.
I took a test. One of those pregnancy tests from Carla's dad's. And
Will is a cool guy. Will and I sat next to each other on the plane on the way to the upfronts, and the only time we didn't talk was when I think he might have some sort of narcolepsy or something, because all of a sudden I'd look over and he's like this, and I'm like, all right, yeah, I get it.
It's just so good. It's so realistic. And I mean, that was sort of a fear of mine right off the bat. Is like, well, how am I going to age us 20 years? And like, what are they going to make us look like, you know? And it looks so good and so real. It's so cool. Except for mine when we did the makeup test, because they didn't even want to shoot it. Amanda Rigetti called me Chester the Molester. My mom never threw anything away when I was growing up, so I still have like all my action figures from the 80s. I've got like Transformers and Star Wars toys, and I love it. It's sort of when I grew up, you know what I mean? So it was sort of when I first started listening to music and everything like that. So I guess it takes me back. I think it's so fun to like put on 80s clothes, and you know, we ride around in a Trans Am. Sean's character Craig has got a Trans Am. Or a Firebird, or whichever it was, and we ride around in the pilot, and it's just, I don't know, it's so cool to like put on this other era